Jim Tech Buzz. Next in for review is the all-new OpenRock S2 open-ear sports conduction earbuds, high-res audio with LDAC, and that's what we've got there. So we'll talk a bit more about the specs as we go on, but here we can see you've got 7 grams hook design, up to 32 hours playtime, customized 12mm drivers, professional sound effects for sports, 4 mics and AI algorithm for clear calls, IPX5, you have multi-point connection and Bluetooth 6. So, Bluetooth 6. Pretty cool. So, let's get them out, have a look before we take them away and test them. Now, just get off this plastic and here we go. So, nice presentation there. And let's get them out of the box. So we have that. Inside we've got booklets and anything else. Nothing else, so just to make sure we've got everything. So by the looks of it, there is no cable, which is fine, everyone has cables. So you've got a nice finish here, like speckled finish, a matte finish, nice feeling to it, it's not slippy. You've got OpenRock branding up front. You've got your USB-C port on the side, so let's open them up. And that's what they look like inside there. So we've got another layer of plastic in here, which we'll get to in a sec. We'll just take these out first. And you see all these bits of plastic connect the connection points. So we'll get rid of all this first, out of the way. And this is what they look like here. Pretty cool looking. So you see your connection points there, and you've got OpenRock written on the front. Bring it in close, you can see. And the same on this side here. So that's what we've got there. Now I know these do have a option to use your camera as well, which is pretty cool. They're nice and light, nice and flexible and durable as well. And that's pretty much it there for the minute. So what we'll do is we're going to take them off, test them, get the app going as well, which I look forward to checking out, and we'll go further from there. So stay tuned for that later on, and we'll have more for you. Hello, Jim Tech Buzz, back to the OpenRock S2 after being testing these out for a bit now. And these have got the high-res audio with LDAC, so the open-ear air conduction sports earbuds. So you do know you've got air conduction and bone conduction. These are the air conduction. So these sit well, fit well and look well. And I like the nice little branding here. And what I also like about these is the button down on the bottom on each, which is nice and tactile. You know where it is every time. You're not swiping around for gestures or anything like that with these, which I think is good. So there's nothing here to touch or anything like that. It's all gesture based, or button based should I say, rather than gesture based, which is nice. So you've got Bluetooth 6.0, and you've also got ear protection as well with volume, and you've 4 noise cancelling mics for calls. So calls are pretty good. There's no ANC per se, and it's got a nice unique design as well. And once these fit into your ears, they're not going to fall out, which is really good. So that's cool. So these are for people who go cycling, go to the gym, who are into walking, and you can use these indoors and outdoors with their IP rating. And you just need to be careful with anything that is IP rated, and that's basically how it works. But no rain for us for the last while, so couldn't test that part. But most of my earbuds, to be honest with you, we never do. We just be careful with them, and that's it. It's not too hard to mind a pair of earbuds. So What you've got here is the hook design, which is really nice. As mentioned, they are IPX5 sweat resistant. And if you're doing your jogging and all that kind of stuff, they're grand, even with showers and so on. So you needn't worry too much about that if you're outside. And onto the sound, you've got the high-res LDAC, which is excellent. You've got the LISO 2.0 algorithm and BassDirect technology. You can actually hear bass in these. They sound really good. So that's probably what most people are coming here for. But they sound excellent for perfect production. Earbuds, they're coming close to actual in-ear earbuds. As you know, these will sit on the outside, but they are giving excellent sounds if you're wearing in-ears. So you have to look at it from that way. We've got an app to customize as well, which we're going to look at, and you get up to 32 hours of playtime and 8 off a single charge. But again, that's going to vary per person and their settings, as you always do with earbuds. So let's take a look at the app, which is here. So you've got your left and right in your case there. OpenRock S2 up top. You can see your boom mode, custom mode, rock mode, relax mode, and so on. As mentioned earlier on, you can protect your ears with a volume limiter. You've got an overtime wear reminder as well. And you can go to gestures in here. But there's no gestures, so you're just pressing the buttons on these, so don't let that confuse you with saying that. So you have these set up already, and you can cue them to whichever way that you want to do. So you've got your high-res multi-point connection, auto power off, find my. So we do this. You know what that means. Back out with that. And you've got to find your firmware version, your voice prompts, so you can check your language and your volume. Again, if you've got two products, it's cool to have this on. Sound balance, spatial sound. Again, you should try that because it's excellent if you've not tried it before. Max volume limiter again, overtime wear reminder. So if you forget, you can just have them to turn off if you have a habit of leaving things switched on, which people do. And switch device, disconnect, remove, product manual, product help and feedback. That's all there is in the actual app there. But the app is excellent. And the sound is excellent, and you've got your custom modes in here, and you can just go in here, you can drag the sliders up and down, like so, create your own profile. So, let's show you these buttons in action, and we'll go into a playlist. So, play and pause is a simple tap, like that. Long press will do the volume, so you can see that there. I have volume up and down, like so. You can skip and reverse, and you can go back by pressing 3 times, like that. And basically that's how you do it. You've also got your voice assistant as well, but also you have got a remote camera. So what you do is press this button 4 times. You can see it took a picture. Once more. Works every time. What more can I say? So that basically wraps it up for the OpenRock S2. Really good sound, really good fit. Ideal for basically anybody. Those who have hearing health, you've got the safety volume there as well. You've got the unique design. They're really light as well to wear. All the functions are available on them, and they're very clean and sturdy and robust. So you can wear them to the gym, you can wear them cycling, you can wear them commuting, you can wear them literally anywhere. And the sound is really good, and you've got your app there to take control of what you want to do. Up to yourself as well, how that goes. And they're pretty simple to operate, which I like. I like this button operation here. Nice and simple, because you know where it is every time, instead of swiping or fiddling around with the button on the sides, which most earbuds are. This is just placed nicely on the end, and you're not going to lose them as well once they're put on your ears as well. They're really robust and solid in the ear and deliver excellent sound. And that's really about it. They have good drivers in them as well. As I mentioned, you've got 12mm drivers with BassDirect technology, 30 megawatt output as well, and it's got low distortion bass, and the volume is pretty decent as well. I'm often getting the LDAC codec and high res 2, which is excellent. And that comes through the LISO 2.0 algorithm, which adjusts the bass for optimal sound quality. So there's a lot going on. Getting up to 8 hours of battery in one charge, and you've got 32 in total, and 5 minutes will give you an hour's use, so that's pretty cool. And that's the case they come in there, so that's pretty much it. And you just pop them in like that. See, it switches off, so we're going to show you switching them back on once we take them out. And you can hear the prompt in these, but it seems to be taking a second to come up on that there. Oh, there they are. And that's it. So that wraps it up for the OpenRock S2. Thanks for watching. See you next video.